Hi, I'm Phil from the Bristol Bay Code Factory, and in this tutorial I'm going to look at projects and tags. Projects and tags are hierarchies of labels that you can assign to your photographs to help organise them. Now before we get going, I'm going to add a couple of extra fields to our thumbnails so we can see clearly what's going on. So I'm going up to Settings, go to the Photo Fields tab, and I'm going to add from the Labels category the project and the tags. Also, I've hidden some of the tools from the organizer here on the left, just so we can focus on projects and tags today. Now, projects and tags are very similar, apart from one key property, which I'll come back to later on. Let's start and focus on tags. To add a tag, click the plus button and give it a name. I can add a sub tag to feature by hitting the plus button, giving it a name, then choosing feature. I can also go directly to that tag, go to its context menu and ask to create a sub tag from there. Let me add another tag at the top. You can drag to reorganize your tags, and you can double click to edit the name. I'll come back to deleting afterwards because I want to show you what it does to the photographs that have got tags added at that time. You will probably want to build up more extensive hierarchies of tags, but for the demonstration today, I'm just going to leave it at these 4. Now to add a photograph to a tag, you just simply drag it on. So I'll take this one here, I'm going to add it onto door. You can of course select multiple images and drag these on. Let's do some windows as well. And finally let's add this one down here as a feature. I'm going to show you another way to add tags to photographs later on. Once you've added some tags to photographs, you can use them to control what's showing on the light table. For example, if I just want to see the photographs which have got the window tag on, I can just click the 4 here, and I'm now seeing those 4 photographs. I can command click to add others into the selection, so now I've got everything with door and window as a tag. But if I go up to a higher up tag here and click this one, I'm going to see everything that has the feature tag and all its subtags as well. Now you might not want to see that, you might only want to see those photographs that have the feature tag added, and you can exclude subtags by toggling this triangle icon here, and now I'm just seeing the photographs that have got that feature tag on. Now I mentioned to you I wanted to show you what happens if you delete a tag. So if we look at door here, we've got a number of these. Let's just remove this selection. So we've got a number of photographs with the door tag added. If I delete that by going to its submenu and deleting, you just see it automatically removes the tag from all those photographs as you'd expect. Let's just undo that. Now I said there was a key difference with projects. Everything I've shown you up to this point you can do with projects. You can create hierarchies of them, you can manipulate those hierarchies, rename them, assign photographs to them, and use them to select your photographs. However, you can only add one project to a photograph, but you can add many tags. So let's look at this photograph here, which we've added the tag door to. I can also drag this onto the window tag, and now you can see it's got door and window added as tags. However, let's create a couple of projects. Let's call the first one 1 and then 2. And I'm going to take this same image and I'm going to drag it onto project 1. And you can see now it's been assigned to project 1. However, if I now drag the same image onto project 2, you'll see that it is changed to project 2. It's no longer in project 1, it's just in project 2. That's the only difference between the two of them, but that property can be useful in helping to organize your photographs. Now, I said I was going to show you another way to add tags and projects to your photographs. So let's go over to view and edit the photos data here. And you'll see there are sections for project and tag in here. Again, they're identical, so I'm just going to show you tags. And if I now select a photograph, the one we've just been working on, you'll see it showing us that this photo has the tags door and window added. Now, if I want to edit this, I'm going to just go into edit mode up here. By the way, if you haven't seen this tool, check out the other tutorial that goes into much more depth on the features that I'm using here. So you can see now I've got the tags I've defined, and they've each got a little plus button by them. And these are to add tags to the selected photographs. So the one I have selected here, I can now add the door handles tag, and it appears here. And if I want to remove a tag, then I can just hit the cross here. If I've got more than one image selected, let's, for example, add this one and this one, and I've got the apply action to all photographs selected here, then when I click one of these tags, it will be applied to all of these images here. So if I click feature, it's now been added to all these 3 images. You'll see down the bottom here that door and window have an extra little icon, a little plus here. What this indicates is that of the photographs that are selected, some of them have door and some of them have window, but not all of them. But if I want them to have all of them to have, say, window, then I can just click the icon there, and now that's disappeared to show me that all the images selected have window. If you prefer a different layout to this hierarchy here, you can toggle here to a hierarchical menu, and you can add things just by clicking on these here. Finally, if you've got a photograph, let's just select one here. So you've got this photograph here and you want to remove all the tags from it, then you can just use the X icon here and that will remove them all off. Let's go back to the organizer view. I just want to wrap up by covering a few other features. The first is that when you import images, you can assign them straight away to a project. So let's go to import. Let's find ourselves some images to import. Here. I've got some flowers. We want to assign these to a project flowers. Now we don't actually have a project flowers at the moment, but what we can do is we can click here and let's create a project flowers. We'll just put this, tuck this under project 1, add that in, selects it, but let's just enable that, so it's going to assign those images, import them. And you'll see now we've got a new project in here, and that has automatically been assigned to those new photographs being imported. And so the final thing to add is that there's a number of fields that are connected to tags and projects that can be useful just to explore can be useful in your organization. I'm going to illustrate this, but I'm just going to enable quick picks, and let's remove this restriction. So now we're seeing all the images in our portfolio, and I'm going to add on here, I'm going to add from labels the tag count. So this is showing you the number of tags that each image has got on. You can see there's there's a few with 1, 2, and 3, and there's 69 with no tags. This can be quite useful if you want to have a certain number added, or you're looking for those without tags that you want to go and add on. There are a number of fields that you'll find under that labels that can also be used anywhere that properties can be. So for example, in filters as well, and filter sets. Well, that wraps up everything on projects and tags. Please do check out some of our other videos so you can get the most out of PhotoOrganista.